Hi, Cancer. This is Eileen with your teen psychic tarot card reading. And happy birthday to all of you Cancers. I think the date for Cancer is what, June 21st to July 22nd. So some of you will be having your birthdays in the month of June, and happy birthday, everybody. Okay, now let's see. We're starting the month of June with the Temperance card. And with temperance, it's taught this is a major arcana destiny card, and it's talking about having balance in your life, using moderation, being patient. This is a good time for reconciliations with other people, a good time for healing, for being, just kind of diplomatic in your dealings with people and being using moderation, trying to keep things balanced and level. Don't try not to go too much in one direction or the other. And overall, though, it's a good environment though for getting back together with people. Maybe if there's been some disagreement or some kind of separation, that sort of thing, from misunderstandings or hurt feelings, there's opportunities to come together and talk and discuss things and try to get on an equal footing with someone that maybe you've had some difficult dealings with. If you feel it's worth it, sometimes people just show you their true colors and you feel like you're better off staying away from them. But for important relationships, maybe family relationships or someone that really has been special to you, or a good friend that maybe there's some misunderstandings that took place or whatever, it's a good time just to kind of weigh things out and have balance and try to achieve some kind of harmony with others and in your life in general. It's a good time. It's a healing environment. It really is. So sometimes this can mean that people who are kind of opposites can actually come together. Even like if you've been in a work situation where you're having to work with someone who's kind of opposite of you, this card indicates that you can have a meeting of the mind. You can still come together and kind of meet halfway with each other, that type of thing. So, overall, it's a good card. And now, one thing I noticed about your reading for Moon is that you have a lot of cups. You've got one, two, three, four, five cups. You've got five out of cards. And the cups, of course, do relate to the water signs, which is Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. But my initial thoughts about so many cups in your reading this month is that a lot of you might be having a lot of emotions going on. A lot of you might be just more feeling a little more emotional than usual, or just feeling, some of you just might be feeling more love in your heart in general than before, than typically, or just, I don't know, I'm more at getting in touch with your own feelings. Maybe if you've been, I don't know, just pushing some things aside and not really getting in tune with your own feelings about some circumstances or people in your life, you might kind of get a little more in touch with your own feelings in the month of June. That's my general idea here, or feeling, with all these cups cards, is that there's emotions and feelings, and I don't know, I'm getting some love, feelings of love and everything, just kind of being in touch more with your inner self. And so the next card we have here is the Seven of Cups. And with the Seven of Cups, now this is talking about, maybe some of you might be feeling overwhelmed with various choices in your lives in the month of June. This could be relating to romance, to relationships. Some of you might feel you've got a lot of choices in front of you and you don't know who to choose, who's the right one. This reminds me of being on some of those dating websites or something where there's plenty of people out there and everybody's trying to make themselves look good and all that. And of course, maybe they not always be what they're acting like, but still, a lot of this could be for some of you who are on dating websites and that sort of thing, and you're just looking at all the choices and trying to figure out, well, who or if any of them are going to be the right one for me. And then for some of you, there might be other things you're trying to choose for. It could have to do with work or getting a new job, or It could relate to a number of things for different people. Since this is a general reading, for some people, it might relate to work situations or job opportunities. For others, it might have to do with relationships and possible romantic partners and that sort of thing. And also, the Seven of Cups relates to being kind of in a dreamy frame of mind. Kind of some of you might be just feeling a little dreamy or wishful thinking or daydreaming a little bit or something like that. And myself, I think that's good. Everybody, we all are so busy and working so much. It's nice sometimes just to kick back and relax and rest and maybe have some dreamy thoughts about how you would like your life to be, or maybe some what if scenarios or whatever. So to me, there's no harm in that. But overall, some of you might be dealing with a lot of choices of one kind or another in the month of June. And then the next card we have is the Knight of Cups. And again, talking about news, possibly about love or romance. Maybe somebody is telling you something that encourages you. Maybe some of you might get a proposal of marriage in the month of June. And of some of you could be just getting married. June's a popular month for marriages, but some of you might be getting engaged in the month of June. So this Knight of Cups represents someone proposing marriage to you. And then also, I'm feeling like for some of you, this Knight of Cups um, relates to someone new coming into your life. And for some of you, now I'm trying to tune in on a psychic level as well as reading the meanings of the cards. I feel like for some of you, this Knight of Cups is someone you've already been acquainted with. So maybe some of you have just started dating this Knight of Cups figure. And so being the cups, this could represent a Pisces, Scorpio, or another Cancer. Or it could be someone who's got some of that in their chart. That might be their rising or their moon sign or something like that, that type of influence. Let me see what else I'm getting here. See, I'm tuning in for at least one of you, maybe a few, that this person, this knight, represents someone fairly new in your life that you're acquainted with. For some of you, you haven't actually been on a date, but you're kind of casually acquainted, almost friends. I want to say more like acquaintance level, where you're having some friendly little chit chat here and there and just kind of getting to know each other. For others, you have already been out with this person on a few dates, or maybe you've been dating for maybe a couple of months, even or a few months. Whatever it is, I'm tuning into some recent relationships for some of you. And I do feel this person is nice. They're pretty steady and they have a nice temperament. And let's see what else I'm getting. And I feel like this person is definitely interested in you, the Cancer that I'm reading for, or Cancers. They're trying to put their best foot forward and give a good impression and all that. Let me see what else I'm getting here. This might just be specific for one person. I feel like they are trying to make a good impression on you. However, they're not seeming to give you a lot of information about themselves. They're being a little more limited in the information they're giving to you. But I don't get anything bad. I just feel like maybe they're being a little cautious, or they might still be dating somebody, or dating someone else casually, and so they don't want to reveal everything that's going on in their life. Yeah, something like that. This might be specific just for one person, and I'm tuning into this particular person. Overall, though, this is a good positive card in the month of June for a lot of Cancers. Like I said, some of you might be getting a marriage proposal, others might be getting married, and others just having this person coming forward. I'm just getting for some of you that have this Knight of Cups as a new person in your life. I'm almost getting, this might be just a few or one or two, that this particular Knight of Cups is not quite as confident as they would like to be. That's what I think I'm getting. So they're almost a little hesitant. They're not being too pushy or anything because they're not overly confident. That's what I'm getting, but a nice person. Okay. And the next card we have is the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands, and wands usually relate to work and um, career matters and things like that. The wands has to do with the fire signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But what I'm feeling like here, the Nine of Wands is talking about maybe some of you might be feeling exhausted in the month of June, like you've worked so hard and you're getting tired. And sometimes you stop and take a break and you feel like, hey, I don't know how I can keep going on. But I do get a lot of inner strength from this Nine of Wands here, that even though you are, it's like you don't want to be working all the time. And some of you might be working two jobs or going to school and working, or maybe you've got responsibilities at work, then you go home and you got family responsibilities or other personal responsibilities, and you're just feeling kind of like you're not getting enough rest or something. So, I mean, the advice here is to do try to take a break, get some rest. If you can get other people to help you, whether it's at your job or at home, then you should do so. But I get a lot of inner strength. So for whoever of you cancers are getting that feeling in the month of June, like you're just exhausted and you don't know how you're going to go on, I feel like you know inside you're going to go on. It's kind of like, you get really exhausted. It's like, oh, how am I going to keep doing this? Even though you might be saying it or thinking it, you know very well you're going to get up and keep going. You know you've got that strength. You're going to keep going and get to where you need to get to, and accomplish the things you need to. This figure I'm getting also, this could be for some of you someone you're involved with. This might be possibly, um, and I feel like this might be maybe in the way of a female Cancer who's either married to this Nine of Wands character or involved in a serious relationship, and he works really hard and he's putting in long hours and he's really getting run down and tired and stuff like that. I do get that also. And the wands do relate to Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So it for some of you, this Nine of Wands could be someone of one of those signs or who has that influence in their chart that's just really working long hours and they're tired and they're thinking, oh my God, how much more of this? But they're strong and they keep going. I feel like this is the one I'm getting that could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like it's a male. I'm looking at like maybe somebody's husband or boyfriend, fiance, that type of thing. Okay. And next card we have is the Tower. And the Tower is another major arcana card. And it does have to do with possible some kind of upheaval or upsets, either in relationship matters or maybe in a work situation or a financial situation for some of you. Um, I feel now typically with the Tower, it means there's been something that's built on um shaky ground. It's like something, whether it's a personal relationship, a job, a financial situation, it wasn't as solid as it should have been anyway. And to me it feels like almost like you could see the potential of the destruction, that it could fall apart, it could crumble, but you were hoping kind of to hold it together, you know and it just crumbles at some point. I do feel like for some of you, I don't know if this is just one person I'm tuning into or a few people, this I'm getting arguments in a, to me, feels like a personal relationship. For some of you, it might be just family arguments. It may not be a romantic situation, but some kind of family arguments going on. Just somebody really getting mad. Just big disagreements in a family situation for someone. This might be a few people. It's almost like it was something that was kind of, maybe people were kind of staying kind of on the edge of a situation and not really diving into it because they didn't want to have a big fight or something. And maybe something happens or somebody says something and the other person gets mad and starts yelling or something. That might be specific to one person I'm tuning in for. I'm not sure. It might be a few people, but I am getting perhaps for some cancers that this is family arguments that might take place. But it feels like it was some kind of thing simmering already anyway. It doesn't feel like it's something that came out of the blue. Um, and then for others, it could have to do with some kind of financial situation or a job situation where you already knew something was just not together the way it should be, and then it starts crumbling, you know. And this is a general reading, so it doesn't mean everyone who watches the video is going to be have that tower energy, upsetting them. But some cancers will and others won't, and to different proportions or different degrees. You know, some people might just have a something that comes out of the blue, a repair or something, or something, some piece of equipment or something breaks down, and all of a sudden they got to get and spend some money to pay for a repair or something. But I am getting relationship things that's jumping out. And already with all the cups and the emotions in the month of Moon, and you're a water signs and all that emotion and everything. It could be that something that happens in the month of June will feel more upsetting than it might normally feel because there's just a lot of water flowing here, a lot of emotions, and for a lot of you. So let's see what we have next. The Two of Cups here is next. And with the Two of Cups, now this is relating to unions, whether it's romantic union. And for some people, even, I do feel a number of people are going to be with their right partner in the month of June. And I'm feeling love. I get a lot of good feelings of love from this card. So I'm feeling some of you are really going to have your your right person, the person you're supposed to be with. Either some of you might just be meeting this person in the month of June. Some of you, maybe you've been seeing this person for a few months. Others, maybe you've been together longer, but your love has been growing stronger. And once again, we have indicators here anyway with the Knight of Cups, at the very least, of possible proposals of marriage or proposals of commitment, of love commitments in the month of June. Now, some of you may go into some kind of business with your loved one, with your romantic partner. The two of you start some kind of business together, or you might already be in business together and just be doing well and moving along with something in business. It might be something you create or make and that you're selling, or maybe some other type of work that you're doing in some kind of a venture with someone else. But it's like you have a love relationship and a business partnership too. And the two of you work together really well. I don't know if this is just one person I'm tuning in for or a few. I just, whoever it is that's got the love romance, partnership and a business partnership, I feel like you really get along well and see to eye, and you really work together well. But for a number of you, some of you might even just be falling in love at first sight, and I just get a lot of good love feelings and romance, commitments, really good vibes from that card. So for a number of you, it just might be the right time to meet the right person, or maybe you're already with the right person and you're just really more and more feeling your love for each other too, or making more of a commitment or that sort of thing. Okay, and then the next card we have is the Six of Cups. And this is another really nice card because what this is talking about is something or someone from the past coming back into your life and bringing happiness. And for some of you, this might be an old love from the past, or it might be a friend, someone you were friends with who comes back into your life. Let me see what I'm getting here. For some of you, it might be a friend, but I'm feeling kind of some kind of romantic connection when this friend comes back into your life. That's what I'm feeling like. The friend might be a little older than you. If they're not older, they look older. I don't want to say a lot, but maybe a few years or several years older, something like that. And I feel like you really are very drawn to this person. So it could start developing into a love relationship, but I feel like that you two have been friends in the past. Now, for others of you, this could be some type of work that you've done in the past that you were happy doing and you enjoyed the people around you, and you made the money was good, and you'll have another opportunity for doing that type of work, or possibly working at that same company or business. Or for some of you that have been self-employed and maybe your business was really good at some point in the past and then maybe it dropped off, there's new beginnings for your business, for it to flourish a lot more now. I just get a lot of prosperous feelings here of abundance, whether it's love or joyfulness, happiness, just having fun, or enjoying yourself in some kind of work that you're doing. That kitty cat's always staring at me. You see the kitty in the corner? That kitty cat's always looking at me like he looks at me like he knows he could communicate with me or something, and I would know what he's saying or thinking. I don't know. He just always looks at me. Okay, next card we have is the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles, well, this is talking about good news regarding money. So this is a good card to have. So now for some of you, it might be good news academically. So some of you might be finding out that you've got, oh, maybe you're getting the money you need for some training that you wanted, or for a college you wanted to go to, or some of you have been applying for some kind of financial aid for to get some, whatever it is, some certification, training, college, and you might find out that you've been approved. For others, you might be finding out you've got a promotion or a raise at your job, possibly a new job, that you've applied for a new job and you were the one who was selected. I'm getting some pleasant surprises for some of you about money. Kind of like it was more money than you expected. That's what I'm getting. I don't know if that's specific for one person. They were anticipating some money. Now, this could be at a job. Maybe you're just getting a new job or getting a promotion, and they offered you more money than what you expected, and it's like, wow, it's like it just really makes you feel good, like you expected some kind of an improvement but not what has been quoted now. Some of you, maybe you were waiting on some kind of to receive some money from something, and it ends up being more than you expected. There's something for some. I feel like this is more than one person I'm tuning in for here. I think a few of you, whatever it is that you're going to be pleased about financially, somehow, and I'm not saying it's a gigantic pot of gold lands in your lap. I'm just saying it pleases you. You are already enthusiastic about some good news regarding money or something financial coming your way or continuing to come your way. But for some of you, it's better than expected. So it's like you already kind of had your hands open for something you were going to receive, and you end up receiving more than what you thought. So this is nice. I'm getting good feelings from this. And also I'm feeling too, for some of you in the romantic sense who are single, there's going to be, now, the page is usually maybe someone they possibly. I'm feeling for some of you, this page represents a new love interest, a new romantic interest. I don't feel like this particular page, I don't feel like this person is especially, and this could be male or female. All of us have a certain amount of male and female energies. So this could be a few of you Cancers in the month of June, that there's someone, it could be a male or female, who comes into your life and is attracted to you. They're being a little shy. That's what I'm feeling like. And they do want to get to know you, but it's someone who's a nice person that you would like. It could be somebody in the workplace. And they really do want it. They want to get to know you, but they're not going to be pushy about it. They're being, they're not, they don't have a big ego. This is a nice person, very down to earth. And this person might be kind of early in their career or something like that, but they're doing okay and just not as confident as they might appear on the surface. They got a little shyness going on there, but a very nice person. So those of you who are single and want to meet someone, keep your eyes open, because I'm feeling this is for different people. I'm getting this message not just for one person. That's why I say it could be a male or female. If you're a female and you want to meet a guy, it could be a guy for you. If you're, whoever you are, if you are male, it could be either sex, because I'm getting that's for a few people, not just one, or maybe several people. And then for others, you're going to get more than you expected financially, which is nice. Okay, next card we have is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups, now this is talking about, oh, some of you might start feeling a little disillusioned in the month of June. in some situation you've been in. Now, for some of you, this has been in a relationship, like in a romantic relationship, that at one time it was a lot of fun and there was a lot of compatibility and things seemed to be going well. And as time went by, it kind of ran its course. And things just change. It's almost like you've outgrown this relationship and so you're ready to move on. It's like, okay, it was good back then. It's not good anymore. I'm not getting, it's just not what I need in a relationship. Maybe it was more of a surface relationship, or maybe it just wasn't everything I thought it would be. And it's like you've outgrown it and you're ready to move on. For others of you, Cancers, this has to do with work and career, where something you were enjoying doing at a particular job you had that was going well and the money was fine. Because I feel like either way, there were good things about the circumstances in the past, whether it was a personal relationship for some or a business situation or a job for others, that it had its days, that it was good in the past and fun and enjoyable and whatever, and felt like you were oh puppy, our God, our Siberian Husky is coming here. And he doesn't want me at my desk now. Uh, anyway, Virgo. And so, for some of you, when it's work related, it's like a job you had that was going well in the past. It's kind of like, I don't know, almost like you outgrew it. Like maybe you learned a lot more and got a lot more experience, and so even though it was good at one time, you feel like you are capable of accomplishing a lot more now. You should be getting paid more. Your qualifications are a lot better now. Your skills, your knowledge, your experience, and it's kind of like you've outgrown the job and you're ready to move on. So for a number of you Cancers, you're going to be looking out over the horizon in the month of June. And this is not some situation, I don't feel like it's a situation where you're feeling unhappy and insecure and vulnerable, like, oh, what am I going to do? I feel like for those of you, whether it's a relationship situation you're walking away from, or a work or business or financial situation, for some, it might just be where you've lived. You're ready to move on to another place. I just get this confidence. You're ready to move on, just as clear as day. You're ready to move on. You're out there looking over the horizon and you can do better, you deserve better, and you're going to have more and have better. And so this is good. So a lot of you are just, it's transitioning, from something that at one time was good, and now it's time to move on to something better. Okay, last card we have is the Three of Swords. And so with the Three of Swords, some of you Cancers in the month of June might be either arguing with people or getting your feelings hurt or possibly getting your heart broken over something, some kind of upsets or upheavals in the again. Now this is swords, it's not hearts, but it's talking about a lot of emotion that's upsetting, maybe something. Again, it might be some kind of family arguments, that type of thing. I'm just getting differing opinions for some of you. And again, this is a general reading, so everything here is not going to relate to every person who watches the video. For some of you, certain things will resonate, and for others, other things will resonate. So, but the Three of Swords, I'm just feeling some arguing. This might be a limited, just a few of you. What I'm getting is for someone, this might be specific for one person, you're feeling really strong, like you're in the right in a situation, and you've got two people that have been, I feel like they've been really petty, or there's something going on with those two where they're in agreement and it feels very petty on their part, and you just feel like you have no tolerance and no patience for it, and you're not putting up with it. That's good though, because you're feeling strong, like you're feeling very strong, like they're aggravating you, they're stressing you, but you're not going to let them get to you. And the two people who are doing this and being very petty, they know how should I say this? They know they can't really accomplish anything to hurt you, if that makes sense. It's almost like they know their positions are weak and you're in the strong position here. But that's just them. They're kind of, I don't know, they're just petty people. And then for others of you, there might be some other situation where there's been misunderstandings or something goes on, and could be friendships where there's some argument or misunderstanding with friendships. Like I said, it's a general reading. Some of you will experience this, others not, but there's already a lot of emotion going on. So for those of you who experience some of this Three of Swords energy, it might feel worse than it should just because there's so much emotion, it looks like, with all these cups in the month of June. But I mean, whatever it is, I feel like you're strong. You pick up and you move on from it. It doesn't feel to me like anybody's going to really be affected in a major way. I'm not getting that. It feels like you move on. It's like, okay, I've had enough of this, and you're moving on from it. Okay. Now, this deck I've been using is the Gilded Tarot by Shiro Marchetti. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull one card from the Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Pine. And so, and if you like videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. If you have subscribed, I thank you for your subscriptions. And be sure and check for your rising and moon signs as they come available. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards of the Fairy Tarot deck and see what the message is for Cancer for June of 18. Somebody told me in a message on one of the videos they asked that I'm in the habit of kind of banging the cards, I guess, on the desk it's a glass top here, and when I'm shuffling them, and they said that they had earbuds on and it really hurt their ears, so I got to remember not to bang the cards on the glass and do it more gently. Okay, so I need a message, the card and message for Cancer for 18. What's the message for Cancer for June of 18? Cancer for 18. What's the message for Cancer 18? One more shuffle, and then I'm going to spread the cards out. Cancer for 18. Okay, I'm going to spread the cards. Let's see which one looks like it wants to jump out of here now. This one's kind of looking at me here. Okay. This one says the Hermit. Find or be a mentor. Take a break from society. A commitment to your spiritual growth. Yeah, well, the Hermit card, anyway, in the Major Arcana deck, refers to spirituality, going within, taking time for yourself to go inwards. And so it's always good to do that. It's always good to have a little hermit in you. Okay, and then I'm going to pull a card from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine Wall. Okay, so what's the message for Cancer for June of 2018? Cancer 18. Message for Cancer for 18. Cancer 18. One more shuffle. Then I'm going to spread these out. Okay, I'm going to fan these out. Okay. This one says, be gentle with yourself. I love the artwork in these cards. Be gentle with yourself. That's number 8. Well, it's Nature's Whispers. I love all the nature and the images in these cards. It's so beautiful. Sounds like a good message, so I'll look it up in the book and see what's so beautiful. Okay, let me look this one up. Number 8. Be gentle with yourself. Oh, here it is. Okay, be gentle with yourself. A time of new birth and energy is upon you. Draw on the lessons you have learned to assist you in moving forward. Notice how you have grown and changed as a result of everything that has transpired. Gather information as you go and be ready for new adventure. All signs are positive for successful outcomes at this time. Oh, I like this. All signs are positive for successful outcomes at this time. Great message. That's a good card. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to pull one card from Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, let me shuffle these. So I need a message for Cancer for 18. What's the message for Cancer for 18? Cancer. What's the message for Cancer for 18? Okay, one more shuffle and I'll fan these out. Cancer for 18. What's the message for Cancer? Okay, I think it's this card here. Okay, this is the angel Astara. Astara. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. What a message. See, Astara, Astara. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. Wow, that is a great message. I love that. That's a great way to end the reading, Cancers. Terrific message. Okay. All right, Cancer. Well, thank you for watching the video. Be sure and subscribe so you will get notifications whenever I post a new video if you haven't done so. And I thank you for your subscriptions. If you've already subscribed, feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. Check for your rising and moon signs as they come available. And if anyone would like a private reading, rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, and have a wonderful moon and happy birthday again, Cancer. Thank you for watching.